In the dimly lit corners of an ancient library, nestled amid stacks of forgotten manuscripts and worn-out paperbacks, there lay an unassuming, leather-bound volume. Its cover showed signs of wear and tear, its pages tinged with the passage of time, yet there was an undeniable allure about it, a sense of darkness that seemed to radiate from its very essence. Few dared to approach the book, as its mere presence seemed to cast a shadow over the entire library. However, on one fateful day I stumbled upon it while perusing the shelves, inexplicably drawn to it by a force I could not resist. As I extended my hand to touch the book, a shiver ran down my spine, causing me to pause momentarily, my fingers hovering just above its weathered surface. Despite my hesitation, the enigmatic charm of the tome proved too compelling to ignore, and with a trembling hand, I plucked it from its resting place. As soon as my fingertips made contact with the leather, a jolt of electricity surged through me, causing a wave of fear to rush through my body. Despite the overwhelming sense of dread, I knew there was no turning back at this point. With a mix of anxiety and curiosity, I decided to open the cover and delve into the mysterious contents within. The words on the page seemed to come alive, twisting and morphing before my very eyes, drawing me deeper into the sinister narrative. It felt as though I was being pulled into the heart of the story, forced to witness the unfolding horrors that lurked within the cursed manuscript. The novel recounted the chilling tale of a malevolent book that had driven its readers to madness and despair, rumored to be possessed by a vengeful spirit seeking liberation from its eternal prison within the pages. As I delved deeper into the story, a sense of unease settled over me like a heavy fog. The words seemed to infiltrate my mind, distorting my thoughts and filling me with an unshakable dread. Yet, despite my efforts, I found myself unable to tear away from the book's captivating hold. Its influence over me grew stronger with each turn of the page, until I felt as though I was being consumed by an abyss of darkness, with no hope of escape. Time became a blur as hours turned into days, and my descent into madness became more evident. I began to witness fleeting glimpses of shadowy figures lurking in the corners of my vision, while whispered voices echoed in the depths of my mind. The sensation of being watched, of unseen eyes tracking my every move, became an inescapable reality. Desperate for liberation from the book's sinister grasp, I sought solace from those around me. Yet no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't shake the unsettling notion that the manuscript had intertwined itself with my very being, reflecting my deepest fears and desires in a twisted manner. Then, on a fateful night, as I lay alone in my room, the manuscript beckoned to me with a seductive melody, promising power and salvation in exchange for my soul. With trembling hands, I reached out to grasp it, ready to surrender to the darkness that had enveloped me. But in that moment, a surge of clarity washed over me, illuminating my path to freedom. I realized that the key to breaking free from the book's clutches resided within myself alone. I held the power to reclaim my salvation and defy the grip of this malevolent force. With a surge of determination fueled by desperation, I forcefully discarded the accursed manuscript and hastily made my escape under the cover of darkness. Leaving behind the sinister abyss that had threatened to engulf my very being, I vowed to never cast my gaze upon it again, for fear of being ensnared by the terrors that lurked within its haunted pages. As the days turned into weeks, I endeavored to banish the haunting memories of that cursed text from my mind, relocating to a distant town, assuming a new identity, and embracing a fresh start became my sole mission. Yet no matter how great the distance I traveled, an unshakable sense of foreboding trailed behind me like an ever-present shadow, refusing to release its grip on my soul. Haunted by the lingering memories of the book and the sinister darkness it had unleashed, I felt an irresistible pull back into the enchanting realm of literature, seeking solace within the comforting embrace of storytelling. Yet, no matter how hard I tried, an unsettling sensation persisted, as if the manuscript's power still held me captive, its influence lurking just beneath the surface of my consciousness. Then, unexpectedly, on a seemingly ordinary day, while perusing the shelves of a quaint local bookstore, my eyes fell upon a sight that sent shivers down my spine. A weathered leather-bound book, its cover bearing the unmistakable marks of time. In that moment, my heart skipped a beat, for I instantly recognized it as the accursed manuscript that had haunted my every waking thought long ago. My hands trembled as I tentatively reached out to touch the book, my fingertips delicately tracing the worn edges of its cover. Before I could retract my hand, a surge of unfamiliar energy coursed through me, pulling me back into the depths of darkness. As I gingerly opened the book, I could feel myself being inexorably drawn into the intricate tapestry of the story, my thoughts consumed by the words that danced across the pages. However, this time, there was a palpable difference. No longer a mere spectator, I found myself an active participant in the unfolding narrative. The tale spun a haunting yarn about a tormented boy, haunted by the malevolent grip of a cursed manuscript that had pushed him to the brink of insanity. Driven by an unyielding determination to break free from its clutches, I embarked on a perilous journey to unravel the sinister origins of this enigmatic tome, braving countless perils and trials along the way. As I delved deeper into the text, a strange familiarity washed over me, as if I were reliving the very moments of my own existence through the words on the page. However, this time around, I refused to be a mere spectator. Equipped with the wisdom gained from my past encounters, I made a solemn promise to confront the malevolence head-on and bring an end to its tyrannical rule once and for all. With every passing chapter, my strength grew, my determination unyielding in the face of adversity. I confronted demons and monstrous beings, unraveled enigmatic riddles and perplexing puzzles, and fearlessly ventured into the darkest recesses of the human mind, all in pursuit of the concealed truth nestled within the accursed manuscript. And finally, after an arduous journey, I arrived at the book's final page, where the truth was unveiled in all its horrifying magnificence. The cursed manuscript was not a mere book, but a portal to an alternate realm, a realm shrouded in darkness and hopelessness, where the tormented souls of the damned were forever imprisoned. Defiant against the encroaching darkness, I made a firm decision to take control of my fate. With unwavering determination, I shut the tome and tossed it into the flames, witnessing the accursed pages being devoured by the fire's hungry embrace. As the final remnants of the manuscript turned to ash, a sense of liberation washed over me, signaling my liberation from its malevolent influence. I emerged from the shadows with newfound strength and resilience, ready to confront any obstacles that crossed my path. Armed with a renewed sense of purpose, I embarked on a journey into the unknown, prepared to confront whatever trials awaited me. While the specter of the past may linger, I held on to the beacon of light within me, ensuring that the darkness of the haunted book would never again claim me.